Welcome back, everybody. In this video, you got some exciting multiplayer play, and we have the second letter of the treasure hunt hidden somewhere in this video. There's a description in the description of this video if you don't know what I'm talking about right now. Let's start out with Grizzly Gulch Hole 2. We take the Waterskip Sapphire, a little bit of Anheuser, and still not enough to account for it. You're going to be down on the green. We'll no doubt tap in the first birdie. But this is the one I'm throwing with that fuse. Trying to ace run more, because it makes sense to always ace run it. I feel like the Cha-Cha taking that backhand line at it. I saw Reese take that line at it one time before and hit it with the backhand ace. It doesn't make sense to me how at the right play to challenge all those trees, because hitting one of those trees can knock you straight down into the water. But a lot of people take that line. So I mean, if you take that line, ooh, Azurite right off the top of the band. If you take that line, let me know why it's backhand as opposed to a forehand at it. Because I want it to make sense. If that's what people are doing, if they're acing this more than I am, I want to know why. Oh, August is behind the trees. Dang. And can't get out of that collision. So he's going to take the par. Grizzly Gulch 1 will run this with the Warship, top chevron on the tree, and a full disc of hyzer. This has way too much hyzer, but thankfully the rock stops it there. Can't run that one at all with any bit of tailwind, at least on that line. So that Warship can just take off straight into the water on the far side. Azurite is... You gonna play, dude? Nope, alright. Azurite, he'll catch up. Grizzly Gulch 4 with the Waterskip Sapphire again. Right on top of this rock. A little bit of Anheuser. Oh no. Oh, those hives. I hate when I get hives. We're right on the green. Dropping the birdie, and those things have huge hitboxes, which I suppose is great if you're going for that badge. But the huge hitboxes are disastrous for stuff like that when I'm trying to take the ace run. And it gets in the way. But oh no. Azurite in the water. Alright, we're taking that lead there. Sunshine Glade 1 with the river right on the basket because that 2 wind. There's our pullback. Just off to the left side. Cha-Cha got it. August got birdie. We're in for our birdie. And Ezrahide's Claymore goes just off to the left. Didn't quite fade back in time for him. Although he was able to make the drop zone, though. That's pretty awesome there. Sunshine Glade 3, it's the same thing as Sunshine 1. This wind is pushing a little more left to right, so maybe the same thing can make the correction. And it's over-corrected. Look at that. But that's why I throw Sticky here, why I went with River instead of the Warship, which used to be my line on the old Sunshine Glade, because I had no water behind it and could always make the comebacker. But Sticky slows it down on the miss before you get to the water here. Sunshine Glade 5 got a 1 win, so we go Light Glide Paradigm right up on the tree. A little bit further right, I've been liking, and give it almost that full Wi-Fi band of Anheuser. This is the miss. It has to be in the hillside, but you don't want to hit that tree. Now we're 142, which is not a gimme. Lots of left and right misses I've had lately. But, oh, dang it. Not a left-right miss, but a short miss. And dropping a stroke back. We're tied up in the middle now. Let Ezrahite back in it. This is the layup aggressive play. A little bit of power off that Waterskip drive, so it stables up earlier and gets closer to the shore side. And I take about 20 feet off for this throw in, so I'll throw about 150. Oh, that's right. Splash. Cha-Cha got it. He's on fire right now. 150. Come on. Stay it up. We're able to convert. It's just how being aggressive here doesn't always mean going for the green off the tee. It's just going for it with a throw in too. 1 stroke to work with. Alwood 6. Kind of missed the roller here. See if I can get the hyzer angle just right on the Waterskip Sapphire. No, I cannot get that angle just right. sliding down. That got very lucky. Getting it to the green. 72 feet will go like 50. And doink the cage and take the par that we deserved anyway. After that terrible tee shot. At least we're tied up in the middle. See if we can't get this lucky little kick off the rocks. Don't really know what I'm doing here, but see if we get the warship up top. It stays for the birdie. But everybody will get the birdie here. As almost definitely means that... Okay, everybody else will get the birdie here. Getting lazy, fun with the tempo, and that's what happens. Next one, we're starting out with Ikigai Enso, and then Frozen Valley. KO backwards 8 and 2. Okay. Let's see what we can do when 8 and 2 comes up. See if I'm in the mood to be running them at that time. This is going to be the light glide. I don't want that wind to push me too far OB. If I can hit it right, it's not. Dang it. It's inside. You know, the first ever CTP for beating BAM had this hole with, it's not exactly this wind, pretty much this wind. It had 2 people get the tap in and tied for CTP. We're just going to take a putt and take the birdie, which is, it's a win here. An eagle is nice, but the birdie is not losing strokes. Andy is able to hit his and take the eagle, so he's got the lead. We've got to try to get the comeback on it. Hole 8 with the Paradigm. Not going to slide because I don't want to hit that rock on the right side. That's the idea I heard from Luckiest Guy, who got it from John, who heard it from a friend who... I don't know who John heard it from or if he just learned it. Make this 100-footer here. But the idea is sliding to the left. It might be safer, but you're going to hit that rock at the bottom more often. Whereas if you don't slide, it's a little bit riskier of hitting the trees in a tighter gap, but you're less likely to hit that rock and more likely to have a good look for the eagle, which we were able to do there. Looks like Andy was off the tree and into the water. So a stroke there, and Ezrahite is gonna play eventually. He must have other things going on in life. That's totally okay. We're gonna go Paradigm on this and give it enough hyzer so that it gets around the corner, but not so much that it's going into the water. Skip over it, skip over it. Wow. That was cut it a little closer than I wanted, but we're gonna have a good look to save this. 118 down the hill with the 2 wind. I think we'll go like 70 power on this one. There we go. Severin flying down the hill off the tee there. And that's the fear for me if I were to go Rive, that it just pushes too far, especially with that wind. So that's why I go with the Paradigm or something understable off the tee here. It stays wide for longer. Yeah, Andy took forever to get that easy little eagle putt. Stays wider, so it doesn't go in the water. You have more distance to go before you get in the water. Glide Sapphire is oftentimes the play here. I'd say always the play. But I guess the eagle play is a potential. Good hit, good hit. But it's just so rare that most of the time, even playing aggressive, we're going to be taking that play here. We'll go glide, skip, Rive. Get it down low. See if I can get under that tree. All right. Under the tree, and this will stable up. And there'll be a bit of a look here. I wonder how much closer this could get, really, if I went, like, Paradigm off the tee. I can get within 300, maybe. We'll go like glide, see if we can get the turn. And it doesn't turn as much as I hoped, but it's still a safe run for eagle, which is nice on this one with the wall behind it. So you can make the safe run at eagle and still get the birdie, even if you're missing. Severin's in with the 4. Andy trying to see him on the mini map. He should be close. Ezrahite's working on catching up, but we'll see if Andy throws us in at some point, we'll move on. But I am not sure what's going on there. I don't see his follow flight on the actual map. I just see it on the mini map. So no, he wasn't even that far. And took the par, so he went in the water off the tee. I see that as a follow flight there. Ezrahite caught up enough. He's going to take the birdie. and we got a little bit of a lead here to work with. Frozen Valley 5, middle chevron on the base of this tree, then slide left, and then a little bit of Anheuser down sway. Sneak by, sneak by. There we go. It sneaked. There you go, Dale. Sneaked right by. 135. See if we can get a little bit of turn on the fuse. We got a 120. Put the hyzer on it. Yeah. That's a fun one to get, especially when I'm a little bit pinched off. And you got another stroke to work with there, presumably, with Ezra and Andy both pretty far out there. I think it's a long shot for either of them to sink this one. Yep, as they both just off, and they're going to take the birdies, and we're getting some fun play to move ourselves ahead. I gotta go Sapphire. This is on my to-do list to figure out their run. I've seen Aaron do it all the time. I feel like I'm stealing a lot of ace lines from Aaron because he's a creative ace lines guy. Is this who posts them regularly for sharing? And we have definitely a lot of other creative ace line guys, but not regularly posting publicly for anyone to go and get. Andy, you can do it. Where are you? You're in a tough position? No. Not that tough. Taking the birdie. Ezra coming in. He's close. Yep. He skips to the base. He's going to take the birdie. We got 2 strokes on Ezra, who's right behind us. Keho backwoods. Let's do it. Why not? We got a couple strokes to work with. Get the glide skip drive on the roller angle. If it misses, this is looking good. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. See if we can get this thrown. I'm not super practiced on how to make these distance adjustments though. I'm thinking like 130. Nope. 130 is still short. But a tap and birdie after the aggressive play, I don't know. The birdie doesn't really feel satisfying after going for the eagle on that one. Like there's so much more potential I was there, especially when I got out to 150. But you know, you gotta take what you can get. Hail backwards 2, man. The wind ruins it. There's no way to get close enough to feel like running it in this wind. I mean, no way to get close enough for me to feel comfortable running it. I have to be like on top of that hill. Yeah, 205. We'll toss up the fuse with like 150 power. Get to the base and get the birdie. I'm running this a lot more when I have the wind to work with it. That kind of wind just be, I mean, it'd be stupid to run it because of how punishing this hole is if you miss. And the... All right. He's just going to lay up. I'm not sure what the time is to lay up. I know I just said in the last video that I'm going to be learning this. But let's take a different line at it. Water skip drive over the top. There we go. That's a Adam DF 101 line. I thought I'm not sure, there's something I did coverage for him on some event. It took that over the top, which I never even considered in that wind. That's a cool way to get creative and get that birdie for the win. Our last one has Coyote Canyon 5 off the bat. Nokia always brings fun. And then Maple Hill Reds. See which one of those I'm actually going to be able to give a good run at in this round. Coyote Canyon 4 is a Glide Sapphire. Get it in the gap. And little kiss. And through for the birdie. No Bueno someone. I should be watching his lines too. Unless No Bueno had a YouTube channel. One of those guys out there, he will run absolutely everything. Got like 30 power to throw in the fuse. See if there's any lines of his I can try and follow here as we're playing through. Here's Coyote Canyon 5. I like the backhand with the water skip drive. Got a half disc of Anheuser. And we laced it. Finally got this just right. It's been a while since I get it just right. But honestly, it doesn't get much better than that. skin through there. We have a putt, but we'll throw it in with 60 feet of power to take the eagle. Tanzuf, he is down here. I think he followed No Bueno's line exactly. Where? Oh no, he must have had some trouble. So he'll be taking the birdie. Coyote Canyon 1 is the sticky musket. Over the top of the tree. Onto the bridge. To grandmother out of the basket. We go. Yeah, No Bueno, you're ace running that. Somebody show me the ace run. If it's not No Bueno, somebody show me the ace run that's safe there. Like so often, I ace run at that and it goes flying OB, even on the myth. I know there's got to be a safe ace run in the one wind anyway. Oh, this is fun. Nokia 17. In this hard left to right wind, you can take the diamond and actually it's a little more left to right, not quite tail. Water skip sticky paradigm. And it pushes its way down there with a little bit more of a tailwind. The diamond can just keep pushing straight. Once you get them turned just right, like turn out of the hand, they're gonna just fly straight the entire way down this fairway. And you can get within putting range by throwing the diamond off the tee here. Tanzuf is down right under the basket, past the basket. Uh-oh. Was he out? I can't find the disc. He was. Okay. So we're getting a stroke on 17 on the entire card there, which I did not expect. Here's just a simple sticky musket. Again, another one. If it's on the fringe of those ace lines, if you see some of these other ace guys doing, I'm probably not incorporating into my game quite yet. I just feel so high risk for me and trying to learn something brand new. That's a really low percentage. This, however, see if we can get the glide skate paradigm. Middle chevron, half disc of hyzer. This is looking good. This is looking fantastic. There we go. Haven't gotten this one in a while, but we should throw about 80 feet of power. Maybe 90 feet down this. Oh, sneaking into the top chains. We're able to get it and taking that lead, ending with Maple Hill Reds. The only ace run I ever found at this was throwing like the musket with a ton of hyzer. It was a huge danger anytime we went out like into the water deep in those bushes. This one's got to be that harp layup for the birdie. What's the next one? Can we run this one? We can run this one. Just the fuse, right in the basket, and go 210 in the power. Right in the middle of that. No Bueno got it. And we're really short. Should have gone maybe like 220 on the power, or maybe it needed to sway up. I'm not sure what that difference was. 60 feet of power. Gets us up the hill. Into the basket for the birdie. Finally, it's Maple Hill Red 3. So water skip sapphire. Bottom chevron up right above this tree. And a full disc Wi-Fi thing of hyzer. Gets in and a little bit more hyzer he's in. Could have gotten that into the basket. Oh, trees suck. Gotta rotate the world around those. These invisible trees are the worst. We'll make this last one in. Nice. And pull away with the win. Thanks for watching, and go back if you didn't see the hidden letter and see if you can get that Latitude 64 gift card. Stay bogey free.